Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the Luzz Inferno Frozen. Now, I never played with the first Inferno. Luzz did send me this to review. All my thoughts are my own and no money exchanged hands. Luzz has not seen this review before it was released. So let's get into some general things about what Luzz shared with me about this paddle, and I'll let you know if they played out. The first thing that they shared with me was that the core goes through this aging process so that it stays consistent and playable for a longer period of time. The second thing that they mentioned to me was the EP12 technology that's being used in the paddle face. And this is supposed to be more durable. And rather than using texture to get the spin on the ball, it uses a kind of a different chemical technique in epoxy to do it instead. They also shared that this paddle would perform similarly in warm and cold weather. Now, it's summer right now in upstate New York, and I'll have to follow that up in a later video in the winter when it does get cold. And then finally, they emphasize that the foam technology that they're using helps relieve stress on your elbow and other joints when hitting it. So, how did the paddle perform? From the baseline, drives, serves, and returns were easy. I did not have to put a lot of effort into hitting the ball in order to get the power that I wanted from it. Now, from what I understand, this kind of pulls the power back compared to the previous Inferno, but I found this paddle to be very powerful, great for drives and serves and returns that are going to make it difficult for an opponent to handle. In the midcourt, I found the paddle to be equally impressive. Resets and third shot drops weren't a problem. I was able to reset hard drives. I was able to drop the ball into the kitchen when needed, and I didn't really feel like the paddle was ever out of control in my hand. I also didn't feel it twisting a lot when I was trying to reset a ball. So at the kitchen, I found the Luzz Inferno to be up to the task of dinking and speeding up the ball and dealing with any drives from the backcourt from my opponent. I did occasionally have a few high dinks, but for the most part, they all felt very controllable. The pop didn't feel out of control. I did feel a little disconnected as far as touch was concerned, but other than that, it felt fine at the kitchen and performed above what I expected it to perform. So let's talk quality and appearance. I really like the look of the paddle. I like that it's got a different design on one side than the other. It has actually helped me with indexing the paddle and deciding whether or not I'm going to hit a forehand or whether or not I'm going to hit a backhand. It's got a high quality grip on it. I did not feel the need to put an overgrip on this. It's padded, it feels good, and it's tacky. There's no buzzing, there's no cracking, there's no issues that you would expect from a paddle that would have any kind of defects from the manufacturer. It's very well made, and the weight came in at 8 ounces, which is right around what they have on the spec sheet. So as far as value is concerned, this does start at $249. When you use my promo code GenXDinks, you will get it down to about $212. With the 1-year warranty and the way that this is built and who I think this paddle is for, I think that's a good value. If you are a beginner or low intermediate player, I would not say that this is a good value paddle for you. But if you are an intermediate to advanced player, the Luzz Inferno Frozen is going to be the paddle for you. It's going to give you the power that you want. It's going to let you control things. And because it's only 8 ounces, it's customizable. So you advanced players who want to add weight to the paddle, it's going to work out really well for you. So circling back to who I think this paddle is for, I don't think a beginner should be playing with this paddle. I think there's just too much power in it. Even though they dialed back the power compared to the previous version, a beginner is going to struggle with this. I think even a low intermediate player is going to struggle with this. 3-5 players are 3-5 to 4-0 players, I think, can manage it with time, and 4-0 players and up are going to absolutely love this power. It's got power, it's got control, and it's got touch, and it's in an elongated format so that you can hit your two-handed backhands if you want to, or your two-handed forehands if you want to. So my final thoughts on the Luzz Inferno Frozen. I think I still need to play with this in the winter to determine if it performs the same way. If you are a 3-5 to 4-0, consider getting this paddle. If you are 4-0 and up, I think this paddle would suit you well. Beginner and low intermediate players should stay away from this paddle because it's just got too much power and you're going to be driving too many balls out with it. Overall, I think it's a splendid paddle, especially for people who are looking to get more competitive with their pickleball. If you're on the rec side, maybe not so much, but if you're in a competitive league or you're looking to start playing tournaments, I think the Luzz Inferno Frozen would be a good pick for you. Have you played with the Luzz Inferno or the Luzz Inferno Frozen? Let me know. I'd really like to know if you played with both of them, what the differences is. Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your input. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out on the pickleball courts.